Good morning, friends. Have a wonderful day. Welcome to the English class. Myself, Tamanna Rahman, Assistant Teacher of Dhaka Match Industries Secondary School. Friends, hope you all are fit and fine by the grace of Allah. Yes, I am fine too. Today, we are going to start a new chapter from the book English for Today, classes 9-10, Unit 8, Lesson 2. But before starting the lesson, I want to show you a picture. Do we all know about the picture? No? So let's start reading the text where we may know about this picture. The Somapura Mahavihar. Paharpur is an important archaeological site situated in a village named Paharpur in Nauga district of northern Bangladesh. That means here we are talking about a place which is named Paharpur. And the place Paharpur is also from the village Paharpur, and the district is Nauga. Nauga is situated in the northern part of Bangladesh. Here we have an important word that is archaeological, which means related to or dealing with archaeology. Archaeological, related to archaeology. Okay, Nauga is mainly plain land, but in the middle of it stood a hill covered with jungle. That means a hill was in the middle of the plain land of Nauga, but the hill was covered with jungle. And when the jungle was cleared and the hill excavated, excavated, a new word here, excavated, that means digging or burying. Digging, that means removing earth or the soil, the clay carefully from an area in order to find buried remainings. Buried remainings from the soil, when carefully removed, it is called excavated or dug. So when the jungle was cleared and the hill excavated, there emerged a lofty ruin of an ancient temple. Emerged a lofty ruin. Emerged, that means appear or come out into view. There emerged a lofty ruin. Lofty, that means soaring, towering, or imposing height. It is lofty, it is high, and the ruin is rubble or debris. We can say it is debris. Ruin is debris. A state of devastation or destruction is called also ruin. So there emerged a lofty ruin of an ancient temple. Ancient, that means primitive, which is the opposite word of modern. Ancient is the opposite of word of modern, or we can say the synonymous word is primitive of ancient. That means belonging to a very distant past or no longer in existence is called also ancient. So when the jungle was cleared and the hill excavated, there emerged a lofty ruin of an ancient temple. The temple is about 24 meter high from the surrounding level. The surrounding level was normal, and when we wanted to measure it, that was 24 meter high. We are talking about the temple, the ancient temple. Pahar means hill. The word Pahar means hill. Hence the name Paharpur. That means in a village Paharpur. In a village Paharpur, the place was also Paharpur, and it was named Paharpur for that hill. The Paharpur site has been excavated and re-excavated a number of times by archaeologists. Okay, that means excavation is digging. That means archaeologists help to dig that site several times, for several times. Sir Alexander Cunningham, archaeological surveyor of India, visited the place in 1879. Okay, Sir Alexander Cunningham was the surveyor, archaeological surveyor, that means who do the survey about the archaeology. He visited that place, that Somapura Mahavihar place, in 1879. He intended to carry out an extensive excavation but was prevented by the landowner. Okay, he wanted to dig a large area, but the landowner didn't let it go, which is here intended to carry out an extensive excavation but was prevented by the landowner. Nevertheless, he was satisfied with whatever excavation he was permitted to carry out. Okay, permit, that means allowing. To allow somebody to do something is called permitting, which is also, we can say, sanction or authorize. Okay, and we have extra word too, that was extensive, and extensive in covering or affecting a large area. Okay, covering or affecting a large area is also called extensive. Okay, so when he was satisfied about whatever excavation he was permitted. He was not permitted to dig a large area. So the area which was permitted to dig, he was satisfied with that. The site was declared to be protected by the Archaeological Survey of India in 1919 under the Ancient Monuments Prevention Act of 1904. Where declare is a word, an important word, that means announce or disclose or proclaim. We can say proclaim too, or announce. In a normally understanding, to announce something is declaration. Okay, so that site, that important archaeological site, was declared to be protected by the Archaeological Survey of India, and the year was 1919. This survey was under the Act, and the Act of Ancient Monuments Prevention Act 1904. Systematic and regular excavation started jointly by the Archaeological Survey of India and Borrendo Research Society of Rajshahi and Calcutta University in 1923. So here the excavation, regular excavation definitely, and also it was in a systematic way. It started jointly by two institutions, two, Archaeological Survey of India and the joint project, the joint work of the Borrendo Research Society of Rajshahi and Calcutta University in 1923. Okay, jointly that was a work for the regular and systematic excavation. They excavated the southwest corner of the monastery. Okay, we have a word here, monastery, that means a building or buildings occupied by a community of monks. We can say it's abbey too. So monastery is a building occupied by the community of monks. So they excavated the southwest corner of the monastery. Next in 1925 to 26, historian and archaeologist R.D. Banerjee excavated the northern part of the central mound. Okay, mound here, M-O-U-N-D, mound. It's a small hill. Okay, so at first in 1923 it was a joint project, and then in 1925 to 26 the archaeologist R.D. Banerjee excavated the northern part of the central mound, the central hill, the central small hill. From 1926 to 27 onward, excavation was carried out under the supervision of K.N. Dixit. Okay, K.N. Dixit. The Department of Archaeology of Bangladesh brought the site under further excavation after independence. That means at first it was in 1923, and then again it was 1926 to 27, and then after the independence, that means after 1971, our independence year, the further excavation took place at that archaeological site, which was really very important, and it was by the Department of Archaeology of Bangladesh. Before that it was from India and Bangladesh jointly, but after independence it was from Bangladesh. The operations took place in two phases. The first phase was initiated in 1981 to 82 and continued till 1985 to 86. 84 to 85. The second phase was started in 1988 to 89 and continued till 1990 to 91. Pre-liberation expeditions have revealed the architecture of a vast Buddhist monarchy, the Somapura Mahavihar. That means pre-liberation, okay, before our independence, expedition. Expedition, that means an organized journey for a particular purpose. We can say it's about adventure. Okay, expedition is also adventure. Or we can say easily that an organized journey, in a planned journey for a particular purpose. Okay, sometimes we do this journey or adventure to break our monotonous life. Okay, so pre-liberation expeditions have revealed the architecture of vast Buddhist monarchy. Monarchy, that means the place or the building which was occupied by the community of monks, and the Somapura Mahavihar. It is dominated by the central shrine, attracting immediate attention by its lofty height and unusual architectural design. Okay, dominated by the central shrine and the lofty height. It was important. The lofty height was important. Okay, and unusual architectural design. The design is also unusual of that building. Somapura Mahavihar was one of the most famous Buddhist institutions for monks of ancient Bengal and southern Asia. That means the institutions is also organizations or institute, and southern, the south part is southern. So southern Asia, that means the south part of Asia. So Somapura Mahavihar was one of the most famous Buddhist institutions for monks, definitely, who perform God's duty. The excavated complex at Paharpur has been identified as Somapura Mahavihar, built by the second Pal King Dharmapal, 781 to 821 Anno Domini. Some clay seals from the ruins bear the inscription. Clay seal, okay, fire, it was named, the clay seal, where it was something named like the seal bears writing that was Sri Somapura Sri Dharmapal Deva Mahavihar, and the clay seals from the ruins bear the inscription that Sri Somapura Sri Dharmapal Deva Mahavihar Vikshu Sanghoshia. Okay, that was in that clay seal. The Pal rulers were devout Buddhists and they founded a number of monasteries throughout their growing empire. Some of them became great centers of learning and their reputation quickly spread throughout Asia. Okay, empire, here the word empire, which is kingdom. When the Pal ruled the Bengal, and it was for 400 years they were Buddhist in their religion. So the Pal rulers were devout Buddhist and they founded a number of monasteries throughout their growing empire. Some of them became great centers of learning and their reputation quickly spread throughout Asia. Reputation here, prominence, we can say goodwill or name and fame. In commonly or normally you can say name and fame is called reputation. Somapura Mahavihar's close relation with the ruling dynasty implies that it shared the political ups and downs of its benefactors. Okay, dynasty here an important word, which is a line of hereditary rulers of a country. A line of hereditary rulers of a country is called dynasty. Okay, and that is the end of our text today. You will have to go through reading the text for several times. Now we have a matching, we have some words and some meanings too which is not correct. You will have to correct it by matching. So the words are archaeological, excavate, lofty, extensive, systematic, debris and devout. And the meaning is here rubbles or wreckage, widespread, ancient cultural remains, pious, uncovers something with difficulty, grand and done methodically. Okay, that means we have all the meaning here but which is not matched, so we'll have to match here. You will have to go through reading the text for several times and it will be easy for you as we all know the meaning. Now we have the multiple choice question. The first one is Paharpur is a typical Bangladeshi village, an extraordinary village, a very small village or a village on top of a mountain. Okay, we'll have to answer the question. The first one we can help in such a way. A typical Bangladeshi village is Paharpur. Okay, a typical Bangladeshi village is Paharpur. The next question is, after excavation, the archaeologists discovered a huge king's palace, emperor's country yard, Buddhist monastery or Hindu temple. I repeat the question. After excavation, the archaeologists discovered a huge king's palace, emperor's country yard, Buddhist monastery or Hindu temple. The next question, how many phases of excavation of Paharpur have been mentioned in the text? 4, 5, 6 or 7? I repeat the question, how many phases of excavation of Paharpur have been mentioned in the text? The next question, what objects indicate that the site was built by the second Pal king? What objects indicate that the site was built by the second Pal king? Earthen seals, ceramic seals, stone seals or iron seals? Number 5, the word benefactors in the text means banks, famous businessmen, people with money or financial supporters. The word benefactors in the text means So we have these 5 multiple choice questions, and we'll have to find the answers from that story. Okay, the next one, we have some questions here which is possible to answer after finishing the text. We already did that, and you'll have to go through reading the text for several times. And the first one is, why is the village named Paharpur? Why is the village named Paharpur? The next one, where is it located? Where is it located? Number 3, what is it famous for? What is it famous for? Number 4, what did Cunningham find when he was digging the Paharpur site? What did Cunningham find when he was digging the Paharpur site? Number 5, what was the site officially stated to be presented? What was the site officially stated to be preserved? Okay, that is the 5 questions, and matching multiple choice questions, and these questions are the homework. That is the end of today's lesson. Hope you all enjoy the lesson. So that is the end of today's lesson. So before going, do not forget to obey all the rules to prevent the pandemic situation of today's world. Don't forget to use mask before going out and maintain the social distance. Use the hand sanitizer. Take care of today. Thank you.